Greetings. It is day 1. It is about 3 p.m. Surgery went very, very well. Everyone at Dr. Guida's office was very, very professional. They took me right in, made sure I didn't have any questions. I met with my nurse. I met my anesthesiologist. I made final discussions with Dr. Guida. He had been, studying the night before about everything we had discussed. So we just went over exactly what we had previously discussed that we were going to do to the nose. He remembered everything. I absolutely had full trust in him. His staff, of course, reminded me again that he is an absolute perfectionist and I was in good hands. I felt, I didn't really feel that nervous. I was chatting it up with the nurse and the anesthesiologist, and then don't remember anything. I woke up in the waiting room or the recovery room, and it was felt perfectly normal. I felt a tiny bit of pain, probably a scale of 3 out of 10, but then I went home and ate some food and took a Percocet, and since then I haven't had to take another Percocet. Not really in pain. It looks a lot worse than it is. My lovely black eyes. What I've done today is take it very, very easy. I've been icing as much as possible. Ice over my eyes and over my cheeks as instructed all day, and laying in bed in a position where my head is always over my heart. So kind of just leaning back like this, sitting up, watching movies, being a lady of leisure, and having my friends come over and pamper me. It's actually been like a vacation, other than looking like, other than the fact that I look like I was in a bar fight. I actually physically and mentally feel perfectly fine. As per the instructions, as for what I ate, I had only soft foods, a lot of applesauce, and then a lot of juicing just to be healthy. Carrot juice and veggie juice, and some soft quinoa as well. Dr. Guida had said no dairy because that congests up the nose. I took Zofran for nausea. That was 1 hour prior to surgery. I took another Zofran 8 hours after surgery, and then a third Zofran 8 hours after the second one. So Zofran's done. I've taken Augmented, which is generic for amoxicillin, which is to fight bacteria. I take that twice a day for every about 8 hours, and I haven't had any side effects from that. And I have Percocet for pain, which it's as needed, and if needed, every 4 hours. I've only needed to take one. I don't feel any pain. The ice feels really nice, so I haven't really needed to take any pain medications. It's also, I do believe it's important to do everything on Dr. Guida's instructions in terms of vitamins, like the arnica under the tongue, 4 times a day, and the vitamin C to help with blood clotting and bruising and all that stuff. I've just been icing it and icing it because the first 36 hours of icing is very, very important, and that will, after 36 hours, you don't need to ice anymore because you can't, it's not going to make a difference. I was told not to blow my nose after surgery. Of course I want to. It's fully stuffed up. That's probably the worst part of everything right now. I'm not feeling any pain, but the worst part is not being able to breathe through my nose. So when I sleep, I have to sleep with my mouth, breathe through my mouth's open, it gets very dry. That is probably the most uncomfortable part of this experience so far. So I'll give you a little front and side profile of my nose. This side of bruising is actually a little bit worse. It's very swollen and puffy here. I don't know why this side didn't get it as bad. And Dr. Guida said expect the tip to look like it's a little raised, but that's just part of the healing process. It'll kind of go back down to where it's supposed to be in the next few days and when I get the splint off. So day 1, to sum it up, day 1 is going well. I don't feel any pain. The only discomfort is not being able to breathe out of my mouth. Soft foods have been very, very helpful to help coat the stomach. Quinoa, chicken broth, applesauce, and vegetable juices. Good to take before the medications. And it just has been actually kind of a nice experience to be pampered by my friends, to watch movies, to just sit there and ice all day and relax and sleep.